In this week's parsha, there's a very important and compelling lesson regarding conflict resolution. Many times we like to pretend that we're not going to be involved in any sorts of conflict, and conflict is a terrible thing, and we don't want any part of it. And as much as we try many times to stay away from conflict, it many times seems to invade our space. So what is the appropriate way to deal with conflict? And this week's parsha tells us about that. It says, Ki pale memcha davar. There's going to be something which is too difficult for you, and all sorts of areas, but the way the Torah describes it is divrei rivos bisharecha. There's going to be words of conflict within your courtyard. So what shall you do? Says the Torah, V'kamta ve'alisa, you shall get up and go to the sages, perhaps to work it out in an amicable way, in a way that the rabbis can mediate this dispute, to bring the parties together in a cohesive manner. And this tells us something very important, that many times when we go ahead and we're engaged in conflict, we lose ourselves, it becomes personal, and there's attacks that go from one direction to another direction. Both parties get weighed down by it, and that should never be that way. We should always focus on the issue that's at hand. If it's a monetary dispute or any other form of dispute, it should just focus on the issue at hand and always engage the proper channels, in it being the way that the Torah gives us guidance through the sages. So that is always an important lesson, but especially as we prepare for the month of Elul and getting ready for Rosh Hashanah. Folks, in our lives, many times we get confronted with all sorts of situations that may lead to conflict. Let us keep this Torah lesson of conflict resolution 101 in our head and always deal with it in an appropriate way. Have a wonderful Shabbos.